The UK regulator, the VMD, has now admitted that a widely used dog arthritis injection has been linked to paralysis, loss of movement, and immune-mediated disease. And yet, they are still calling these effects rare and very rare. So today I'm asking the obvious question. Who is this language really protecting, dogs or the drug? What the VMD actually said. On February 3, 2026, the Veterinary Medicines Directorate updated the official summary of product characteristics for Librela, a monoclonal antibody injection used for osteoarthritis in dogs. Verbatim, in very rare cases, paresis, paralysis, and immune-mediated polyarthritis have been reported. They also added new warnings advising caution in dogs with immune-mediated hemolytic anemia, immune-mediated polyarthritis, and immune-mediated thrombocytopenia. These warnings did not exist in this form for years. The rare, very rare claim. Here's the part the VMD wants you to gloss over. Rare and very rare. In regulatory language, very rare typically means fewer than 1 in 10,000 animals. And despite adding paralysis, neurological impairment, and immune-mediated disease to the label, the VMD has not changed that classification. So according to the regulator, dogs losing the ability to walk or developing severe immune reactions still fall into a category they consider statistically negligible. Years of reports, years of denial. Librela has been on the market for several years. During that time, adverse reaction reports were submitted to regulators through pharmacovigilance systems, the very systems designed to catch safety signals early. These systems exist because pre-approval trials are limited. Real-world harm often appears after mass use, and yet it took until 2026 for paralysis and immune-mediated disease to even be formally acknowledged, while the regulator continues to insist these outcomes are very rare. That's not a safety update. That's damage control. Why rare doesn't mean safe. Let's be absolutely clear. Rare does not mean acceptable, and it certainly doesn't mean harmless. If a drug is linked, even in reported cases, to paralysis or immune-mediated disease, owners deserve clear, upfront disclosure before consent is given. Not years later, not buried in regulatory language, and adverse event reporting is widely acknowledged to be underreported. Not every reaction is recognized. Not every reaction is submitted. And not every report leads to action. What hasn't changed? Despite this update, nothing fundamental has changed. No suspension. No urgent safety restriction. No reclassification of risk. No admission of regulatory failure. The drug remains fully licensed, fully endorsed, and widely used. The language has shifted slightly, but the regulator's position hasn't. The core issue. This is why so many owners believe the system is protecting the product, not the patient. Because when paralysis can be labeled very rare, accountability disappears behind statistics. That doesn't mean causation is proven in every case, but it does mean the risk is real enough to be acknowledged and serious enough to demand honesty. If your dog has suffered after Librela solensia, your experience matters. Report it. Document it. Speak up, because silence is exactly what allows very rare to remain the official story. Informed consent. Real transparency. Protect your pets. Sign and share Shadow's petition. https://chng.it/v8tjfyxv7r